Ladies and gentlemen, hey, it's Jesse from the original Fast and the Furious, and you're listening to Granny Shifting, the Fast and Furious podcast.
Welcome to Granny Shifting. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And this is minute 72 of Fast and Furious, circa 2009. But we're in 2023, and it's Monday, and I hope you're having a great day so far.
Yeah, but we're glad you're with us.
Yeah.
Because we have a very emotional minute here.
Yeah. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, Brian and Dom are just fighting, and I was wrong. Brian didn't really fight back. He just defended himself, and Dom is going to town. Dom has some anger problems.
Dude, it's good he doesn't have a 3/4 inch
Allen wrench. Yeah, for real.
torque wrench.
3/4 inch?
Wasn't it a torque wrench? Was it 3/8?
3/8. Still,
I think it's a
3/4 inch would be a
3/4
big
inch torque wrench.
Allen wrench. Oh, I just want to clear
It's
something
not
up.
Allen wrench, it's torque wrench.
I don't think we know. I don't remember. How
If
many
only there was
movies
a way
ago
to
was
find
that?
out.
Yeah. Don't go looking it up right now, right?
I won't.
But I will say I did figure out the name of that seltzer.
Okay, good.
Spindrift.
Really?
Yeah. Have you
That
heard of
sounds
it?
pretty cool. No?
Spindrift. It's made with fruit juice and it's semi-sweet. It's delicious.
Non-alcoholic.
But
though.
it's all fruit flavors. Not like a lot of sodas aren't fruit flavors.
No. Yeah.
Oh,
What are they?
half of them are.
Caramel coloring.
Coke is coca leaves flavored.
Like coca, like,
The plant they make cocaine from.
oh.
That was the flavor. And it used to have Coke in it. I feel like most
Right.
people know that by now. But
Yeah.
not anymore.
And
The
they use-
original energy drink, you know? And Pepsi. And what is Pepsi? And
I don't know.
A-Treat Cola. What do they flavor that with?
Caramel coloring.
Yeah.
Interesting to think about. There are some. Fanta, it's orange.
Yeah. And Sprite is like,
Lemon lime.
oh, they renamed Sprite now. It's
No. They renamed Sierra Mist.
no, Sprite's gone, I thought.
No, Sprite is Sprite. Sierra Mist became Sparkle. No, that's not right.
I don't know.
My mind is. Our daughter always wants it. She says her favorite soda.
What was it before?
I mean, they don't have soda. Like even when we go get soda, pretty much all the options are root beer or Sprite because they're
of
both caffeine free.
Your kids, yeah.
Yeah. Sierra Mist became. What is it?
Well-
You can look that up. Sierra Mist.
What soda did Sierra Mist become? Sierra Mist Natural, blah, blah, blah. Nope. I don't think it, I think it was Sprite.
No, Sprite is still Sprite because I get it from my Sprite and my rum and Sprites.
Yeah, because it's old. Starry.
Starry. I was close. I said Sparkle.
Starry replaced Sierra Mist.
Yeah, it was
No.
like this. It was this big.
This says Starry is a Pepsi product and replaced Sierra Mist. Sprite is a Coke product. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Sprite's a Coke
Like
product.
Sierra Mist just wanted
Starry.
to rebrand. Literally the exact same soda, just rebranded.
I thought it was like off-brand 7-Up or something.
Yeah, then 7-Up is something totally different. It's not Coke or Pepsi. It's just 7-Up. 7-Up is just 7-Up.
I think Dr. Pepper owns 7-Up.
Who owns Dr. Pepper?
I
Pepsi or
think
Coke?
they're their own business.
Oh, okay. And then
We
there's
don't-
Shasta, A-Treat Cola,
Take our word for it.
Wise Cola, Dr. Wise, Wise Up, Mountain Lion.
Mountain Lion.
That's like the
That ain't
Walmart Mountain Dew.
Really?
Yeah, then there's
man.
Lyman Up. That's the 7-Up.
Who
Walmart
makes
version.
Surge?
Surge. Nobody makes them. They're out of business.
Really? You
Mellow
can't get
Yellow's in
Surge?
business.
You can't get Surge anymore.
I don't think so.
Crazy.
What a crazy world. I
What
think
a
that was
crazy world.
like Surge went out of business before this movie came out, I'm pretty sure.
No.
You had Surge after high school?
Yeah, this past year.
You didn't.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Oh,
Unless-
I'm looking this
they
up.
They must have come back because there's no way.
Yeah, they did. They came back like 10 years ago. Surge Soda is back. Why did Surge get discontinued?
When did it come back?
Discontinued in 2003.
All right. So I was right about that.
All right, we got to open the Wikipedia up here.
Oh man, are you gonna donate?
History.
The rule should be you have to donate a cent every time you use Wikipedia.
Early years, slushy versions. In 2015.
Oh, is that when it came back?
Nope, that's the slushy versions. I'm reading about slushy versions.
All right,
No, I got it.
you're almost there.
September 15th, 2014, Surge was re-released. That was 9 years ago.
You were right. I'll say you were right.
12 16-ounce fluid ounce cans. Yeah.
Ounce
All right.
fluid cans.
So, back to the minute. Dom.
Is going ham on Brian.
Yeah, just
Not in a good way.
punching him like
Yeah. Throwing
angry,
bows.
and Brian just wants to explain himself.
Yeah. Poor
And
Brian.
Mia's like crying, "Stop it!" So she still cares about Brian because she's like, "Stop it, Dom!
She's not like, yeah, get him, get him,
Punching
Dom.
him."
So do you think Mia knew about the
No,
FBI?
no, they wouldn't have had time. Well, was Mia with Letty?
I don't know.
Because they're both in the U.S.
Right.
So maybe Letty would have told Mia.
They were probably living in the same house. That's the house that Letty was in when we last saw her.
Dom should be explain yourself, and then want to beat him up. But Brian, yeah, Dom's just overtaken by his emotions
Yeah.
and just punching him. And so Brian is laying on the floor. Dom's over top and just punching him. So Brian wraps his legs around Dom's neck to choke him out. And Dom, for a brief moment, looks like, oh man, he's getting me.
Right.
So he stands up, picks Brian completely up, and then slams Brian back down to the floor. I think they use a stunt double for this.
Oh yeah. On the concrete floor, dude, that would hurt.
Yeah.
That would hurt.
And
Thank goodness that didn't happen to you. Thank you, Mike's parents, for stopping that from happening to you.
no, that would have been the other guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who would have been yelling, "Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!"
All of the juniors that were there.
What were you?
A senior.
Oh, okay.
See, I hung out with Mike. And
Who was
then
in your
his
class?
brother was Austin, who was
Right.
a junior. So
Right.
he had a group of friends there. So we were the seniors that were all hanging out. And then Austin had his friends over too. My friend Mike had a pretty nice house.
Oh yeah.
Big pool, big house. And would host a lot of
In-ground
people.
trampoline beside the pool.
No, what? Who told you that?
I was there.
That's not true.
I saw it.
There's no in-ground trampoline there. His pool has a cover that automatically goes out across it that kind of looks like a trampoline. There's a permanent hot tub sitting there. Why is it even permanent? I don't know.
I remember being at Mike's house and going from the trampoline to the pool. Did I make up this memory?
Yeah, there's no.
It might have been just maybe not in ground. Did they have a trampoline?
I don't ever remember trampoline there. Oh boy.
You should call Mike and ask him later. I don't know what he would say if we said
I
he was
could call
in
him
the
right
podcast.
now.
Yeah, text him. No, you don't have to. But me and Austin were kind of friends. We're we weren't great friends, but we knew each other and we got along okay. He was a very much an attention seeker.
Austin.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know that he did that on I think he was just a very strong, confident, extroverted personality, which brought him a lot of attention. Because there's other, I don't know.
I don't like attention on me, but I like people to laugh when I
Oh.
talk.
Yeah, he
But
definitely
he-
didn't mind attention
Right.
at all.
He would try to bring attention to himself.
Okay.
I mean, I went to
Yeah.
school with him.
I never hung out with him.
Yeah.
His brother, me and Mike are still good friends. That's why
Yeah.
I'm calling him right now.
Okay.
Think I'll answer. What is it, on Monday night? I'll turn this up a little. Are we getting that?
Yeah.
Maybe he's not going to answer.
He's screening his calls.
It's like, Mike, Jason does not text me. Jason doesn't call me. He always texts me. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't answer.
He might have gave out a last name there.
No,
so I hung
you
that
couldn't
up
hear
quick.
that.
I was close. All right. I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know.
I've literally went to his house almost every day after school.
Yeah, I was
never
only
jumped
there
on a trampoline,
twice.
so
I remember Austin going from the trampoline to the pool. That's what's happening in my brain.
Oh.
And
You're thinking of the diving board. It's like a trampoline, but it's like connected to one side of the pool, and it's used for bouncing on to jump into the water. It's called a diving board.
nope, not thinking of that. Because there was a gap between the trampoline and the pool, and I was too scared to go from one to the other, and I did not do that.
I bet this wasn't their house.
It was. I can picture it in my. Do you want me to explain the house to you? I can picture what's happening in my brain.
We just got to wait for Mike to call us back. All right. So,
All right,
18
so
seconds in the minute.
here we
Brian's
go.
getting beat up. He just got thrown back down on the floor.
Yes, and here's where he blurts out. Paul finally blurts out, "She did it for you."
Do you think in his head he's like, what can I say that will trigger him enough that to stop? Like if he says the wrong thing, Dom will be like, he's just making up excuses or whatever.
Right.
So he needs something
stop,
that's
Dom, I have cancer.
yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. Oh, what?
She told me a secret. I'm supposed to deliver you a message. You know, he's got to come with something that will stop Dom in his tracks.
Right.
And this worked.
It did.
He got punched, I don't know, how many times do you think?
25.
I would say 20.
Through the whole fight or just this last
The
part?
whole fight. 25? That's a lot. Even 20. Maybe
Snack
10.
Man, if you're available, please go through the footage and let us know how many punches there were. And I'll give you a sticker next time I see you.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
So he blurts out, "She did it for you."
And then Dom just stops. He's like,
Yeah.
what?
Huh?
Like,
That was a perfect nose wipe. Did
No.
you think about that?
why?
Like, if your nose is bleeding
Yeah.
and you take your wrist up to wipe it off, I mean,
So what's Brian do?
he's just impressive. That's all I'm saying.
He swipes. Yeah. It's also impressive that a buff dude like Dom just punched him 25 times and he doesn't have a mark on his face.
Right. Watch this nose wipe. Watch the nose
Oh.
wipe. Okay, you see the
So he has
blood.
blood running
the blood.
down under his nose, all the way down to the side of his lip. Like
Watch this.
an
Whoop.
inch of blood. Whoa, gone.
That's good, right? Not
Yeah.
even like residue of blood on his
Not at
nostril.
all. Wow.
Pretty
How did they do
impressive.
that? Now, I also want to point out Dom really isn't giving Letty any respect here
Right.
because she obviously had a part in making the decision to be working with Brian for some reason.
Right. Brian wasn't forcing her to work for them. Like he
I mean,
knows
he
that,
could have been.
but he knows that Letty is like an independent
Right.
woman.
So she
that
made a
can-
decision
Right.
to do this, and why? Well, he's about to find out.
Yeah, here we go. He said, "Letty came to me to clear your name in exchange for bringing down Braga."
Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Letty loved him, and she's like, hey, I'll make you a deal. And if I do this, you clear his name and he can come home.
Right.
Which the FBI would never go for.
I don't know. Bringing down someone like Dom? Like, I mean, bringing back someone like Dom, like letting that go and bringing in a giant drug lord?
See, here's the problem, I think, is you have... When somebody makes a deal with the FBI or whatever like this, it's them making a sacrifice, which to me is like, you're willing to sacrifice this or put this on the line to clear your name, and you're putting that effort in, like you're giving something.
Right.
You were a criminal before.
Right.
If you're willing to go through that, then it's like, okay, that's sort of your punishment, is that effort. Somebody else doing the punishment for you then gives you no reason to think Dom would ever, like...
Not steal DVD players again.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Because he has no skin in the game for the consequences.
Right. That's a good point. Do you think that the FBI would honor it? Or do you, like, how many times do those deals actually work in real life? You know, it's like, oh, well, we found this little caveat here. Well, yeah, you can come back, but you have to live with an ankle bracelet. You have to live in this area. You have to,
Yeah.
you know, like, yeah, you can come back to the U.S., but you can't have any actual rights.
See, I don't know, because there are legit situations where it's like we have Iran's 3 of their terrorists
Right.
in prison here, and they're like, well, we have 3 tourists that we captured, and we will exchange them. Like, this legit happened.
Right.
So we
Not
just
that long
give
ago,
them
right?
back terrorists in exchange for these tourists that thought it'd be fun to go to Iran and explore the caves. You know,
Is that what happened? I don't follow.
I'm just making
Okay.
I'm making all that up.
Okay.
There's something sort of like that, but what I'm sharing is not a fact. at
Right,
all.
right. Don't.
But we
look
do
for this
make
on Wikipedia.
exchanges
Right. Yeah.
of like, you give us our guys, which sometimes it's like a political person, like you view them as bad, so you put them in prison. We view these guys as bad. Wasn't there some athlete that got caught with like marijuana or something, so they put her in prison? And
I
so we
don't
had
know.
to trade like a terrorist to get her back or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't watch
Maybe.
TikTok that much.
Yeah, I don't watch the news, but I do know that Daily Wire is coming out with a Snow White movie.
Oh, right. They weren't happy with the other one.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So this scene right here that we're looking at here, if you're watching the YouTube video, you can see that here. Also, if you're watching the YouTube video, you might not know it, but me and Jason are completely nude from the waist down.
Oh, yeah. We don't wear pants.
No, especially not when we're sitting at a desk side by side.
But it looks like we're sitting next to each other. I'm at my house.
Yeah.
I would not sit next to Ryan naked.
Yeah, we're zooming.
Unless we're in a hot tub.
Oh, then it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it'd be weird to wear clothes in a hot tub.
Oh, yeah. Disdainful, honestly. Like, if anyone did it, I would think less of them.
I think hot tub chemicals like was hard on your clothes. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, so Mia's face here tells me that she did not know about Letty being a part of this deal.
Yeah, her mind looks blown right now too. She's like, "What?"
And Dom is kind of just taking it in. He's like, is this really happening? Like, did I beat him up for no reason? Maybe I should have listened to him to begin with.
Did Letty have no contact with Dom? Maybe she didn't for security reasons. That he's just wrenching on his hot rods down in Central America, and she's about to sacrifice her life, literally.
Well, she
to
didn't
try
know
to clear
that.
his name.
I don't think that anybody knew that these people running
She
whatever
knew it
across
was
the border was
A risk, though.
a
She knew it was
one-time
a
thing and
risk.
you die.
Right? Didn't she know it was a risk?
Oh, yeah. Well, the cartels are a risk, I would say. All right. So she said, Paul said, she just wanted you to come home.
No. Pause that. This is where it gets kind of weird to me. It's not at all how he said that. He yells it and punches the air and says, she just wanted you to come home. With complete fury. And then from here on in this minute,
He's pissed off.
he is so upset and angry. I don't know about what.
I think he feels responsible. He's just like, she just wanted you to come home, and she died for it. Like, all she wanted was something like, she just wanted you back.
So he's upset about her
He's
death?
upset because
Is that the emotion?
he kind of allowed it to happen. I think Paul is like taking on some of the responsibility of her death right now.
But it's coming out as like anger
Right.
because you can keep this going now. Dom is now completely somber. And Letty, her mind is blown, her eyes
Mia,
are wide open.
yeah.
Mia. And Brian starts kicking things. He looks very upset.
Yeah.
He calms down for a moment, but then doesn't he just kick something here?
Flails. So Dom turns and walks away without saying a word. And then Brian is like, ugh.
Turns over, there's a desk next to him. He shoves it, kicks it, and knocks it over, and then
Starts screaming, I'm sorry, Dom.
we got some surfboards there.
Yeah.
So is he upset he didn't tell him? Or he's upset with himself, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's just like
That-
regretting that he even like thought it was a good idea.
He's pretty hard on himself. He keeps pulling the victim, like, oh, I shouldn't have
but all these people feeling bad, like Mia and okay, so Brian is feeling awful about what happened to Mia, or excuse me, to Letty because she died trying to bring Dom back. But literally, it's Dom who did something illegal to begin with and never faced the consequences of it.
Yeah. And why is Brian saying, I'm sorry?
Right.
Letty came to him to clear his name. That's what she wanted. He facilitated it. But who is he to tell her, no, you shouldn't do that? She's her own person. If she wants to do that for her husband, she can.
And if Letty went to Brian and Brian said, no, I'm not going to let you do this to try and bring your boyfriend back, then he would be upset. Like, everyone would still be upset at Brian. Mia would be like, I can't believe you wouldn't let Dom come back to the country. And Letty would be like, why can't you let me bring my boyfriend back to the country? And Dom would be like, really? You had an opportunity and you didn't let Letty bring me back to the country?
Right.
Like, everyone would be mad at Brian.
So the only thing he could be sorry for is that he didn't tell Dom. But when would he have done it?
Yeah.
Like,
literally, they were barely on speaking terms until like
Right.
10 minutes ago.
until they're here, and then his sister's with him this whole time. So
Right.
maybe he doesn't want to do it in front of Brian or Dom's sister. I don't know.
It's a weird thing to bring up.
Yeah. I don't think Brian should apologize.
No, I would agree with that statement.
But I think he's in a position right now where he needs to sort of play humble and not Mr. Strong guy because he's trying to win Dom back.
Right. Yeah.
So he can't be like, she made that decision. It was on her.
Right.
You need to apologize to me for punching me, which is what should happen.
Yeah. Brian's a likable guy, I feel like. Like, in general, in the movie, Brian O'Connor is a likable guy.
And in real life.
Why is he's fighting so hard to be liked by these people
Yeah.
who are just, I
That's
feel like,
true.
are just like constantly being like, no,
Why
you have to
doesn't
prove
he let
yourself.
them go?
You have to prove yourself again and again and again.
Is it just Mia? Because he's in love with her? That he needs to win her brother over?
Did you see Too Fast? He was pretty taken by Monica Fuentes. I mean,
That's true.
she was soaked in his bed and they kissed
What?
and hugged. Do you remember that random scene where she shows up at his boathouse and she's completely wet? She's like in this like her hair's wet, her clothes are wet, and she just shows up at his houseboat and she like tells him, they're going to kill you. That's a setup. They're going to kill you.
Okay.
You don't remember that part?
Yeah,
And
I
we
do.
talked about like why.
And
Anyways,
then the two guys
so
came right after.
Yeah, they like make out and kiss and
They
like
did?
they definitely kiss because he's like she has to hide and they like kiss and and she like goes away.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All right.
But
Well,
I mean, I think
at that point in the franchise, we didn't know if Dom was coming back.
Right.
Or Mia.
I don't think anybody knew.
So.
But
here
that's
we are.
it for minute 72.
Oh, that's
Fast
it?
and Furious.
Wow.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you have a good rest of your week.
And tune in next Monday.
Trying to think. So this would come out the day, a couple days after Thanksgiving. So if you're
Yeah, you got 3 days left to sign up if you want a free shirt. Sign
Yeah.
up on our Patreon. Then we'll stop talking about it.
yeah, we will stop talking about it until we have another great deal like this.
Yeah.
3 days. Go sign up. Patreon.com/Granny Shift Pod.
You got it.
Thanks for listening. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And always remember,
Winning's winning.